Hi, welcome to my channel again. Thank you very much for everyone who's watching, and thank you for my one subscriber. The aim of this video is to help young widows to get up and not move on, but rather just to get up and try carry on. It's better to say carry on. We have to carry on living. Things that have helped me, I hope that will help you too. So some of the things that I've done that's helped me is get up every morning. If you get up every morning, give yourself a real pat on the back. If you are watching after your hygiene, cleaning, washing yourself, showering, doing your hair, and then maybe going a step further to do your makeup. If you put your makeup on when hubby was alive, well, why not do it again? If your husband enjoyed you wearing makeup and you enjoyed it, it's important that you do that as well. Look after yourself. So very important is to make sure you have well-being mentally, physically, and emotionally. And some of the things that I've done to help myself emotionally is to journalize. Many professionals actually say that journalizing is important because it helps you to see how you're growing, because you may not feel that you're growing, or you don't know what the scale is of how you've done. I can remember going into a restaurant when Donna died 2 months, and then went into the same restaurant a couple of days ago, which is almost 7 months, and I could see the difference of how I felt. Still obviously grieving deeply, but you can actually sense the difference of how you feel. And journalizing can do that. It can help you sense the difference of how you're feeling, how you've grown, what areas you still need to accept or grow on. It's just basically a time of healing. No other medicine or antidepressant can help us to the degree that we know what we need deep in our heart. It's also important to build one's confidence up again, because when you lose your husband, especially if you leaned on him in a lot of ways, because when you get married or have a relationship with someone you love, you do lean on them to help you in certain areas of life, and you help them, and now they're not there, so your confidence can break down. So I think we just don't give ourselves enough credit for when we do things that really help us to build our confidence. Getting up in the morning, just brushing your hair, just showering, making yourself breakfast, looking after yourself. If you're getting to work. If you're not working towards it. Cleaning the house. These are all little things that can just build confidence. And also maybe doing things for your loved one. There's no harm in doing something for them. If they loved you, whatever, I don't know. Personally, my husband just loved me working in the kitchen. And I would now make sure I work a lot in the kitchen, whether it's cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the cupboards, making his favorite meal, doing something for him. As I've said before in my previous videos, the relationship continues even after the death of your loved one. So even though our loved one is not here physically, our relationship and the love we have continues, and we can't just stop that love and it's gone. We can't do that. It's just not human. So we need to accept that we still need to carry on doing things in our relationship, because our relationship is very much alive to us, isn't it? I mean, in your heart, in your mind, they're not gone, especially early days. I don't know if they will. It's literally only 6.5 months for me, going on 7. On the 19th, I will be doing a video, if I can, on the 19th, and telling you how I feel. But I can just tell you what I've felt through the last 6 months and what's been going on with me. It may be different for you. I've said before, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not trained in this. I'm not giving advice. I'm giving you my experience. And I do believe as humans that we can learn from each other's experiences rather than keep quiet and feel that what we're experiencing and doing is something shameful or it's not right. There is no right way to grieve. So this is just my experience. I have learned that if I feel like making a cup of tea for him, I'll make a cup of tea and drink it later. If I feel like buying him his raisin scones when I go to the shop, I will do that. If I feel like having a little chat with him, when I see his photo, why not? You're not crazy. You're not mad. You're just coming to terms with the loss. I don't know if you would agree that it's a loss. I don't know what words you use. If the words that I use in the video are not the words you would use, please understand that doing a video like this is, first of all, very hard. But I do know there's one person out there, just one, who will be helped by this video. And if it's you, please keep on working towards getting up and know that there is life after death for the widows, young widows. And we just got to take day by day. That's another very, very high value thing to remember, is just take day by day. Whatever happens tomorrow is going to happen, but it's today that we're coping with. Yesterday is gone. There's nothing we can do about yesterday. I'd like to just touch on guilt. I was a carer for my husband before he died, and you can have what we call compassion guilt. You just feel that you just didn't do enough. If you are suffering from compassion guilt, it's very normal as well, and no one can say to you, you did enough, you did more than enough. I know people try and soothe me and say, you did so much for him. If you didn't do this, you wouldn't have been so happy. All that is lovely, and we love our friends and family for saying that, but it's what's going on in our hearts. It's really hard to come to terms with maybe we didn't do enough. I think what's more important is asking ourselves the question, not whether it was enough or whether it wasn't enough, but we did it because we loved our husbands, especially if you were caring for him, and he loved us for what we could do. And being a caregiver is really, really difficult. So compassion guilt is normal. If you're feeling that, that's fine. What I'd like to do is talk about compassion guilt in my next video, and also talk about how we can continue to be confident. I think those are the two things I'd like to discuss. If there's anything you feel you want me to discuss or ask me any questions, and if I can, I will elaborate on them, my experience. Of course, keep in mind I've only had 6.5 months of the loss, and this is like my way of healing as well, and I'd like some interaction. Thank you very much for watching, and please keep getting out of bed, keep up with your well-being, and put your makeup on.